I know this goes against everything I've said in regards to Ben Simmons and hoping that he's gone from the Sixers this year, and there's no way he comes out as a Sixer onto the court this year. But I hope the Sixers keep Ben Simmons. I hope they keep him. Um, Now, in an ideal perfect world, I would like for him to be traded and get value back for him, but he's such a deplorable piece of unwanted shit that who's going to give you anything other than maybe a bench player or two, or maybe a starter that would start on maybe 5 teams in the league. You know, I'm at the point where I'd rather his legacy be a crybaby bitch that refuses to play. I'd rather that become his legacy and what he's most known for, because he sure as hell ain't going to be known for shooting the ball. And he's going to be known as the guy that was an all-star who cost his team, who was a detriment to his team in the playoffs. A guy who didn't have a single field goal. And I feel like I'm just regurgitating the same old shit, and I am. But it's the guy who, in the final 4 games of a 7-game series in the second round of the playoffs, took 0 shots. And this is a guy that's paid a max contract amount of money. So for him to now say, and those of you who aren't following the whole Ben Simmons thing, he's sitting the bench. He's saying, I'm not going to show up to practice, to training camp. I'm not going to show up to play for the team. The team hasn't traded me, so either they trade me or I won't play. Good. Keep him on the bench. Or not on the bench. Stay at home. Stay at home on your couch. Play Xbox Live. Do whatever you got to do, Ben. Cost yourself a game check every single day that you sit on your couch. That's fine by me. Because honestly, giving you what you want is one of the least things that I want as a fan right now. And to people that want to be critical, saying like, well, maybe his coach should have thrown him under the bus, and Joel Embiid threw shade on him in that Game 7 against Atlanta. How many chances was this guy given? This is a franchise that gave him a max contract payout of money. Oh, I'm sorry if you're that tender that a little criticism hurts your feelings that you have to sit at home now, Ben. Stay home. And you know what? It's funny because I remember it was 3 seasons ago. The Sixers were facing the Brooklyn Nets in Game 1. The Sixers went in, I want to say it was either a 2 or 3 seed that year. Say 3 seed. I forget off the top of my head. But they were playing the Brooklyn Nets. Completely outmatched them. This is before they had Harden and anyone else. Completely outmatched the Nets. And they lost Game 1. And the crowd booed the shit out of the team. Because this is a team that should wipe the floor with the Nets. Now, the Sixers went on to win the next 4 games and show that, okay, that game was just a fluke. But Ben Simmons was asked in the locker room after that game, what do you feel about the fans booing you? He said, stay on that side. If you're going to boo us, stay on that side. In other words, if you hate this team, just stay hating this team and don't start cheering for us when we start doing good. Well, you know what, Ben? Stay on your side of the couch. Stay home. Stay home, Ben. Follow your own words. Stay on your side. Which is the spoiled little pissant brat Kardashian wannabe side. And honestly, I don't want to see this team have to trade him for peanuts. Because he is, and that's the thing, there's no denying his talent. He is an all-star caliber talent, but he is a detriment to your team as well, especially late in games if he's not even going to take a shot. And he's a coward. You've been in the league 5 years. You want to take a shot yet, Ben? Is that long enough to at least have you evolve to the player of the ability to take a shot? So yeah, I hope the Sixers keep him under contract, and it stinks because it's sorry about the banging outside. The FEMA trucks are still loading up pieces of trees that got cut down. Anyway, you might not even have heard that. I hope they keep him on this team, And if they do trade him, they better get value. They better get an all-star talent in return, or else why would they want to trade you? Why else should they trade you? If you were in charge of the team, would you just get rid of him for peanuts? Just get rid of him for a bench player just so it's like, oh, okay, you know, free up the cap space or whatever? I mean, well, no, he's still stuck on the cap space, but anyway, that's the thing. Who's going to take him with that cap space unless you pay it off, which then hits your cap? So, Ben, get comfortable on your couch. I hope Daryl Morey and everyone else, all the Sixers executives, keep you right where you're at, playing Xbox Live at home on your couch, losing to 10-year-olds online. Anyways, it just pisses me off because this team is on the precipice of being a championship level team. Like they could have, like, it wouldn't have shocked the world if they won a championship last season. And who knows, they might have, if their point guard could take a shot at least once at least one time in every fourth quarter. If he could have made a field goal, that would have been great. Like, forget just making a shot. Just at least make a dunk. Make at least one dunk in every fourth quarter, the final 4 games. Sixers might have been in the championship round, but who knows. Anyways, Ben, stay comfy where you're at. Stay comfy where you're at. And honestly, would you really want him on your team? Would you really want him on your team? It's freaking Cowboys week here, and the biggest story in Philadelphia is Ben Simmons being a little crybaby, sit out, take my ball home bitch. Anyways, on to football. That is all.